back to Au Pair and Host Mom Unfiltered.
Hello.
With Lizzy and Natta.
We're back.
You met us last time.
We did. They did. Not we did. Well, we did too.
We did meet, and that's part of the story today.
It is.
Okay, so today's episode, we're going to talk about, like, the road to you getting here. So, like, everything from, like, we matched until you're about to leave and come here.
Yeah, and if you didn't listen to the last episode, we talked about how we matched, basically.
And what being an au pair and host mom is. So go back and listen to that if you missed it. It's a good episode.
It is, hopefully.
Okay, so, yeah, the idea is, like, we've matched. Like, now what?
When was this? In June? No?
May. It was still May.
Ending of May?
May 31st.
Oh, okay. Really?
Literally. I looked back at our text messages last night when we were planning for this, and I was like, I gotta know how fast. That's how I knew it happened in 1 week. I didn't remember it was that fast.
Me neither. But I don't think I remember a lot from it.
No.
Everything just went
fast. It was
fast.
just kind of a blur.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you were on a trip then right after we matched, like day later or something.
Yeah, I went to Napa, Cyprus.
Yeah. And partied a little butt off.
Oh, yeah. And they called me, Cultural Care called me, and they're like, so this is the agency we're with.
Agency. Yeah.
And they're calling me, like, to confirm things, like start the visa process and everything. And I'm like, yeah.
I'm
great. I'm at the beach. Yeah. I'm at the beach. I can't do this right now. I don't have a computer. I don't have anything to do this.
Have to wait.
Yeah.
Which was fine. It wasn't, at that point, once you matched, it was not a rush.
Yeah, they just wanted you to do your visa appointment.
Okay.
So you had the appointment booked.
Yeah. But you knew Copenhagen had a lot at that point.
Yeah, I did. But it was like, she gave me a date and she's like, before this date, you need to had your visa appointment. Like, otherwise, you're not going to make it till the date we said.
Yeah.
So, but I was kind of fine with that. When I came home, I did it as soon as possible.
Yeah.
But, so we're at the trip. How do we keep contact? We were like texting.
Yeah, we just, so that's like a big thing is like, we still texted a lot. Like I would send her photos of the boys. She would send me like photos of her nephew. And you sent me like one in Cyprus. And so like we stayed in really good contact that way. We FaceTimed at least maybe once or twice more.
Yeah.
And then this is something we were going to talk about is like social media, because I feel like that's kind of a, like, I feel like once you match, you kind of navigate, okay, some people I bet ask for it before you match. I bet.
Probably. I was stalking people.
Yeah.
Before. I stalked you before.
Did you find us before?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very easy to find us.
Yeah, it is.
Lizzy Phillips, Gainesville, Georgia. Boom.
But it's like, I was stalking most of them. Like I was looking up what I could find.
Yeah.
Because you want to see.
Yeah.
And like their Instagram and things.
Yeah,
it's
that's
fun to
smart.
watch.
I couldn't find you anywhere. I think I tried.
You couldn't? No.
Yeah, because your first name isn't your first name on social media.
That's true.
Yeah.
Are you searching for Mua?
Yeah, I didn't search for Mua.
No.
But you have Mua.
No, in my passport.
No, but don't you have Mua on Instagram?
Oh, yeah, just not in my username.
No, yeah.
Just like in the profile. But
also, like, your name is quite not quite common in Sweden, but it is a pretty common name. Like, more people have it than you, so I wouldn't have necessarily been able to find you.
No, that's true. So, but it's important to keep in touch.
Yeah, it is very important, because I think it is, because at least for us, because it was such a long time, and I think most people, it is a long time between when you match and when they come.
Oh, yeah, I think people are having more time than we have.
Yeah, we were pretty fast.
But it's still like a couple of months.
Yeah.
And if you match and then talk until you're about to come, you're going to have problems.
Yeah.
For sure.
If you don't talk at all.
Oh, yeah.
That would be weird.
That would be so weird.
But I mean, yeah, we would just like check in, and if she had a question or...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt like social media made me like see what you guys were doing and like keep up. Keep in touch with you. I did not know what
you did, because you don't ever post on social media. Well, okay, to be fair, you do Snapchat more.
Yeah.
But to your friends.
I do. But also I was I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, no,
I was when I was in Cyprus, so it was a party trip.
Yeah, of course. You don't go to Napa and not party.
No,
Obviously.
So we were partying, and we just matched.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about what I posted more.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't really post way too much partying because they're gonna rematch before I come there. That would have been bad.
But now you're like, okay, that would have been no problem.
I know now that it would have been fine. You would have known.
Yeah.
Yeah, but before that, I was like, and I think that's maybe what some people feel like, that they don't want the host's parents or things to follow them.
Yeah.
But
I would think that it's the host family wants to follow and the au pair doesn't want it because they want freedom. That was something that I told you though when you first got here. It was like, I'm never going to ask for your Snapchat because first of all, I don't use Snapchat. I have my one best friend.
I know that.
And so I was like, I'm never going to ask for that because I want you to be able to like, if you need to vent or like make fun of us, I don't care. Like have a place to do that.
I don't.
Like I would feel that way with my own kids of like, sure, complain about me on whatever.
Yeah, I don't, but.
No, I mean, but if you did, I would understand.
Okay.
You can roast our family pretty good. We can talk about
well, I'm roasting it to you.
Yeah, that's true. Exactly. You don't roast us.
I don't do it behind you. No, but yeah, I roast Johnny.
Yeah, Johnny's the most roastable though.
He is. And that's so funny.
And then me. And then Liam.
Liam's just an icon.
He is
He is an icon.
He is.
I can't explain it.
I don't know how else to put it.
No.
I say he's his own vibe.
Oh, yeah.
He's just a vibe.
He's just a vibe. And Logan, he's another type of vibe. He's more chill.
He's very chill.
Yeah.
A little fluffy.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me keep going here.
Yeah.
Okay, so then this is what's the craziest part of our story, I think, because I think less than 1% of people get this opportunity.
Yeah.
So we got to meet before she came here. So she lives about 3 hours from where my family live in Sweden.
Yeah.
All my family still live in Sweden. I don't know if I said that in the last episode, but they all still live there. So we go back at least once a year to see them. Sometimes it's going to probably be twice in the future now. But so we were going to be there in the end of July. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
thought it was
so.
June, but it's July. So end of July. So we were like, do you want to meet? Like, I mean, we're going to be so close. And initially we actually flew into Copenhagen. So we were like, we could always come there or like, you know.
We were talking about it.
We were trying to figure out what was the best. But she and her family, her mom and dad, ended up driving up to my parents' house. And we all had like lunch together.
Yeah.
And it was great.
It was super nice. Yeah, we were talking about this.
Yeah, so like for me, obviously it was great to get to meet her ahead of time. Even though we were FaceTiming a lot, like I felt like, of course, this is going to be good. But
you never know.
You never know when you meet someone in person. Like this could be weird. It could be awkward. I mean.
Yes, it could be a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like it could be nothing like you thought.
Yeah. And so we were like, yeah, this is great. At least both of us were like, this is great. And we love her parents. Oh my gosh, her parents are amazing.
They were like, I think that was the best for them.
Yeah.
To be able to meet you guys and to just feel like I was going to go to a good family.
Yeah.
I think they appreciated that a lot.
I'm so glad we got to meet them because then like we also like they roasted you a little bit when you were there. Like they told us all the things about you to know.
Lovely.
And my mom and dad told all the shit to you. Oh, there it is. Sorry. Well, we made one episode clean, okay?
I like that.
All the stuff to you about me and and the other part of this was that right after you got here, me and Johnny had to go on a trip.
Yeah.
And so you were going to be alone with my mom. Not like right away, but within 2 weeks, I think. Or so.
I think it was...
Was it a month?
3 weeks?
3 weeks?
To a month.
Still pretty soon. To where we were like... My mom obviously had to be there to cover nights and stuff. So... But y'all were going to be alone. And I'm like, you know, you guys got to kind of make sure you can...
Get along
too. Which is great.
Yeah. That's been going great.
Yeah.
Really.
And so we got to meet... it was good.
Yeah.
From there.
and I also think like it was nice to not be like the airport when I was coming here, not be the first time to see you, because then I would have been nervous about that and about flying and about like There's everything.
So many things.
Oh yeah, to get into the country, like all the paperwork.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
It is a lot. So I mean, hopefully our next au pair we get to do the same thing. We could maybe start playing. Sorry, I'm like knocking things. We can start planning that for when we go this summer.
Yeah.
That's the saddest thing. Okay, so here's the deal. Like, obviously, we would want Natta to stay for eternity if she would like to, but she won't. Obviously, wants to go back to her real life. But her sister's...
Yeah, my sister's pregnant.
Yeah. So her sister really wants her back there. Yeah. We're like, fine, sisters trump us.
But the thing is, I'm missing my nephews like 1 year now. Yeah. And then I don't want to miss another baby.
No. And like... Your life is there. Your friends are there. Her friends forbid her for staying for 2. But it was like once we found this out, you were like, no, for sure. And we were like, well, we were already counting on you going. But it would have been nice to have tried to convince you to stay.
I was thinking about staying maybe half a year.
Yeah.
Because you can extend for half a year, I think.
Yeah.
But it kind of made the decision for me, I think.
Like, okay.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. You just have to find us someone as good as you. So good luck.
Thank you.
Nobody will accept my request.
No. Can we lie about the location? Is that a thing?
Oh my God, that's so funny you would say that. Okay, so I just read Matthew McConaughey's book Green Lights on Audible. So I like heard him tell it. It's amazing. My husband, by the way, Johnny, has another podcast. Shout out to Mastering McConaughey.
Yes.
No clue why him and his best friend decided to watch Matthew McConaughey movies and talk about them, but that's what they're doing.
But you cannot understand now that
you've been... I do understand it now that
reading
I read his book. Anyways, in his book, he tells the story about how he went on an exchange student program to Australia.
Oh.
And he's like, oh, heck yeah, like beaches, babe, sun, like let's do this. And so he got sent over there and like, they're like, the family he got connected with was like, you're going to love it, you know? We live just outside of Sydney. So they're in the car and they're like driving. And they're like driving. And he's like, they get to a city and he's like, oh yeah, we don't live here. It's too big, mate. We live in the next town, this one. And they just kept going like one town, like till they got to like 5 towns later, like hours away from Sydney in the middle of Australia, no beaches whatsoever. And he ends up with this like really terrible family, like crazy family. And anyways, like halfway through the year, he like switches to another family.
After half a year?
After half a year. And so it was the funniest part was when he was leaving to come back, all his friends, he was like, somehow it came up and they were like, how did you stay with them for 6 months? He was like, y'all knew they were crazy all along and didn't tell me? Like, you asked.
Did they know?
The friends knew because like they knew who this family was and they're crazy.
So, no.
But it's a good story.
It's a good story.
Yeah, I was like laughing so hard about it. I was like, that would have really sucked.
So we could consider.
We could lie about the location like he did. It was the moral of that story.
Yeah.
Say we live like in just Atlanta.
No, Gainesville, Florida.
That's true.
Sounds great.
Just say Gainesville and they can figure it out.
Yeah, every time you Google Gainesville, it comes up Florida.
Yeah.
So.
Always. Well, okay, so the nice thing is though, like you can get in all the Swedish au pair groups and be like, guys, I know Gainesville, Georgia doesn't sound great. And it's not great.
But it's not that bad.
Family. Yeah.
It's not that bad. Really it's cute.
Yeah.
I have a friend that wants to come for lunch here.
Yeah. Yeah. It's fun. Like we're actually recording at our office and it's on the square and we come to the square a lot. We love the square. You just come hang out. There's like places to eat, drink.
Ice cream.
Very important. It's very important for Liam.
It's the best.
We have good like walking paths, parks.
It's a safe town.
It's a very safe town. Yeah.
So that's good.
So.
And you're close to Atlanta.
We are. It's not too bad.
I'm driving there.
An hour, 45 minutes to an hour if no traffic.
Yeah. I'm driving there tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
you still do it. And you've started to make good friends.
Yeah. I have some friends in Atlanta.
Yeah.
So I can also stay the night there. Like that's the thing. Like on weekends, if you just have friends there,
exactly,
you can stay the night. You don't have to drive back and forth one day.
Yeah. No, that's a good point. So yeah.
Where were we?
I don't know. This is just Welcome to Podcast with Lizzy. It's so funny. If you go read the reviews on our other podcasts, it's like 10% of the people hate it because me and Johnny just go off on these like tangents.
Yeah.
They're like, they banter way too much. And we're like, the 90% like it. So sorry, we're going to keep bantering.
Okay. The 10% should not be listening to this.
Exactly.
Because this is the only thing I'm going to do. No, maybe not. But I'm good at talking.
Yeah.
And going off.
We're both good at it.
What I should be talking about.
Yeah. I feel like me and you just sit and talk every night. Like we just talk about like random stuff.
We never finish the story. That's what I've been thinking about lately. Because I start a story.
And the kids come in.
And then something.
I interrupt you.
Or I'm like I'm going off trail. Yeah. And then I never come back to what I was actually going to say.
Or like 10 minutes later, I'll be like, wait, you were telling me a story about keep going.
And so that might be the case. Or might not. Yeah. We'll see.
Probably.
Yeah, but we'll have to see how it goes for us.
So basically after that you were working on your visa. You had your visa appointment like 2 weeks after we were there. And it was good.
Yeah.
You got it approved. August. But we already talked about being a long process. So we had talking financially about it, like we'll go into more depth of that I'm sure later. But like we had one deposit to make 30 days before you came. I think we paid like a small thing too, like once we matched of like an admin fee or something.
Oh, okay.
And then you paid for your visa, which was like $200, and then you had to pay for your like you being a part of the program, which was like a couple thousand, 2,000 maybe. Right?
Yeah, I think it was like 2,000 maybe. I don't think it was that much.
Less
like
than that,
700, 1,700.
The majority of the financial burden is on the host parents, obviously.
Yeah. I had to pay it, though, like within 2 weeks of us matching.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And
I didn't know that. Yeah, like we didn't have to really pay anything till you were about to come, 30 days.
Yeah, I think I paid it within 2 weeks of matching.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, but that was no problem, so.
Yeah.
That worked great.
Yeah. So then last minute in August. Actually, this was before we came to Sweden, now that I think about it. We did find the house before we went to Sweden.
Oh, the house.
Yeah. So we decided to move from Flowery Branch to Gainesville, Georgia. We talked about that a little bit in the last episode.
Yeah.
Which was only 20 minutes away, but we were like, we probably need to tell you about this because like you were, obviously the house isn't the main part of it, but your idea of coming was going to be in Flowery Branch at this house. So it was like I think either before we submitted an offer or I think it was before we told you about it. And then we were like, we're going to be submitting an offer. We'll see what happens. And then while we were in due diligence, when we could have backed off, we like sent you everything. But you were like,
well, you wouldn't have backed off because I said, oh no. What should I say?
I don't know.
I didn't have a problem with it.
Yeah.
But I mean, no one's going to say.
Like, actually, no, I'm not going to come. Maybe.
No.
But if you would have said that, honestly, I probably would have rethought it.
You would?
Yeah, we really liked you. We really needed you.
Okay, that's true. But I don't think anyone would have.
No, anyone would have.
Okay, someone normal would not say anything about it.
Yeah.
But
if you were like, I probably could have been able to tell if you were like really anti it, but you were being nice, which I feel like in a little bit of a respect, the last house was nicer, but this one has a pool and it's a better location in my opinion.
It is.
And it's a better land.
But I also think it's like I was going to live in the basement
in
the other house.
Yeah.
And it's the same now.
Yeah.
It would have been maybe a different story if it was like I had like a huge room with like I don't know, and then it goes to like a room with a single bed and that's it.
Yeah.
That would have made a difference maybe. Yeah. But it was like the same.
The only difference really for you was that you would have had like a kitchen downstairs.
Yeah.
But now where we live, like it doesn't matter. That would have not mattered at all. You come up anyways to our kitchen anytime. So it doesn't matter.
No.
But I could see how like, so from my perspective, that was one of my biggest concerns about having someone living in our house.
I understand that.
Like, could this be weird? Like, I didn't know because we hadn't had a live-in nanny or anything, but I always grew up with people living in our house. That's the funniest part.
Yeah, that's true.
Not totally nannies, but like my parents always rented out rooms. And it's like, I always had people in our house. So I wasn't like super concerned, but I was also like, what if we aren't, like, what if it is a little weird? Like, what if we don't like to just hang out together?
It could have been.
It could have.
I mean, but I think also, but I mean, you also had your mom staying.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, or like she visits a lot.
Yeah.
And that is, she's your mom, but still, it's another person staying in your space.
But I feel like our whole family just adapts really well to it.
Yeah.
Like it's been no problem for me whatsoever. Like I think I thought, oh, well, it's good that they'll have their own kitchen. They can cook their own food if they want, but it doesn't matter. Like, I don't think it really is that big of a deal.
No, I eat with you.
Yeah, you eat with us always. So it's fun.
I think it would have been weird if I was going down and cooking food myself.
Yeah.
Like, hey, except if I would have friends over.
Yeah, but
it's not that often. It's not that often people come to Gainesville.
Yeah, people don't really want to come to Gainesville. Just really trying hard.
Oh, yeah. But it's going forward.
It's going.
Yeah,
You're getting there.
I am. But, yeah, I wouldn't have cooked a lot, I think, there. It would have been weird.
Yeah,
if I would
just
hey, I'm going to go down and cook dinner for me.
Yeah, no, we wouldn't have done
See you later.
Yeah. But I cook every night pretty much.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
It works out.
It's
if I
nice.
didn't, then I guess it probably would have been nice to have your own, maybe.
Yeah.
But our kitchen in the old house was so nice. I like my kitchen in the new house, but we moved for not the house necessarily.
Yeah, I like the kitchen in the old house as well.
It's so pretty.
It was.
We're selling it on Monday. It's very sad.
Are you sad about it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm also not. Like, it's like been a burden. We're like ready for this to just be done. But also like that was with the house. I brought my babies home in.
Both of them?
Yeah.
Liam as well?
Liam as well. I was pregnant in the old house and then we moved a month before I had Liam. So like I had both of them in that house. So it's sad. I'm going to go like take video of it and pictures.
You're moving a lot.
Yeah, we move a lot. Welcome to being real estate. We can never stay still.
Makes sense.
But I think we'll stay at this house for like 5 years at least.
But Liam wants to move.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, this is such a funny story.
He doesn't want to move.
He doesn't want to move.
I don't think he's just saying, when should we move again?
No. Okay. So last night.
Yeah.
You were there.
I was there.
Night. But this morning. Okay. So last night he comes in. He's like, when are we going to move again? We're like, well, we're not going to move again.
No.
And he's like, what did he say? Like, well,
I don't really remember.
It was something like along the lines of like, well, the new house will be clean. And this one isn't. Well, and I'm like, well, maybe you should pick your crap up.
I was just about to say, it's his toys.
It's his toys that is the problem of our life.
Yeah.
And so then he told my mom and dad this morning, and they were like, well, when you move again, it's going to get dirty too because you're not picking up your toys there. And he's like, well, then we'll just move again.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
so funny.
He just wants to buy a house. He's your kid for sure.
For sure.
I think Johnny would be proud.
Yeah.
Did he hear it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I think he heard the retelling of the story this morning. Yeah. I don't think he was there last night. I don't know where he was. Again, where the hell is Johnny?
He's lost, as always. Yeah. But do we have more to talk about?
Yeah.
Okay.
So then we moved literally the week before she got here. Like 6 days.
Saturday, and I came Friday.
So that was fun. And then that same week, or maybe the week before, Liam started preschool. So he had been in preschool for maybe 2 weeks, which was new to him. He had never left our side for 3 years.
Yeah.
He's always been with us or a nanny or my parents, his grandparents. And then, you came, which is an adjustment too. So it was like a lot all at once, but it was all good things. I mean, it was just very, very busy. Like, I think you probably came and you were like, whoa.
No, I was fine.
Yeah.
But I knew that you were going to move and it was going to be like
hectic.
But I think you got most of it.
Yeah. So the biggest thing for me was like at least making sure your room was
ready.
And
it was.
Yeah.
That was nice.
I mean, we could still change the paint and the carpets, which would be fun whenever we get to that.
Well, I'm surviving.
You're upstairs most of the time anyway, so it's not like
that's true.
You just sleep down.
I'm not downstairs a lot.
No.
Which is nice. The good thing with this house, though, I have a bathtub.
Yeah.
I just needed to say that. I love taking baths.
We love our baths.
I love them.
We're bath girls.
I think I can count on one hand how many times I've been showering for the last 2 years.
Really?
Yeah, I have a shower in my home, but I take a bath.
Yeah,
all the time.
I did that when I was your age. I would only take baths. Like that's all I did.
But it's awesome. I love it.
Yeah, but like that's my wind down time at night. Like that's what I just do. Like at night, wind down, take a bath, but then I'll like shower in the morning if I have to wash my hair, which is rarely.
Yeah, no, I'm not a fan of showers. I just think you get cold.
Yeah, you do. Okay. The old house. Really going off.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
But like our old house, we had like an open shower. It's like there was no walls.
Oh, the one in your bed?
Yeah. So like it had one wall, but it was totally open. Otherwise, it was so cold. I loved the way that shower looked, but it was so impractical.
I can see that.
Yeah.
That's why I don't like showers.
No, I love being warm too.
Okay.
Okay, so keep going. Okay, so that's pretty much it for this one, except for our Facebook question of the week, which is funny. But
yeah.
Okay, so this one's kind of long. I matched with a family 2 days ago, but I'm getting nervous about the situation of leaving my country and starting new. I'm nervous that I will not get along with the family when I get there, or that I will regret my decision. I have lived alone in my own apartment for 5 years, and I'm scared that living with someone else will feel restraining to me. I also love the apartment and city that I live in, and I'm scared that I will regret giving it up. My parents also do not support my decision, but when I think about how great it could be, I get very excited and get very excited about living very close to a major U.S. city. Does anyone have any suggestions?
Okay.
This one was interesting to me because I'm like, I feel like most au pairs probably go through that same thought process of like...
I think so. I did.
Yeah, like what if I regret this? Like this is a big decision. You're going to a foreign country, America specifically.
I think like most of the people, not even like au pairs only, but people who move.
Yeah.
Like to another country. I have friends that moved to Portugal.
Yeah.
And I think they went through the same. Like after you did your decision, you decided I'm going to move. It's like, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Should I be doing this?
I feel like any big decision you like are like, am I going to regret this? Like, yeah.
Yeah.
So it makes sense why she's like.
I understand it, but I just think that you need to keep going.
Yeah.
You need to get over it.
Yeah.
Basically. That's harsh, but.
Just keep going because, I mean, you could back out, but then you would never know.
No.
So you knew I moved to Uganda when I was like 20.
No.
No?
No. I did not know that. After college?
Yeah. So when I was 24. No, 23. 23. I moved to Uganda for 3 months.
Oh.
Yeah, and I lived with Tom and Sharon there for 3 months. And I worked at this organization.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Did they live in
Yeah,
Uganda?
they lived in Uganda for like 5 years.
I've missed so much.
Right?
Okay.
So, but my reasoning was like, if I don't do this now, same as like you had kind of talked about, I was like, if I don't do this now, I'm never going to do it.
Yeah.
Like, when am I going to ever be single, not have kids and a husband again to be able to do this?
Yeah, and like when you get a job that's like...
Yeah, like a good career. Like I hated my job. I was ready to leave it. So I was like, sure, let's move to Africa.
I mean, I loved my job.
Yeah.
I did. It was really good. I loved my colleagues. But I felt like I wanted to do this. I wanted to try and see how it could be.
Yeah.
To say that I've done it.
Yeah.
And I think it's the same with this person who's been asking this question. Like, you need to do it.
Yeah.
And then if you, after 3 months, feel like this is not for me, go home.
You'll find a good apartment. You'll find another good apartment.
Oh, yeah.
Your parents will say, I told you so, but when do they not say that?
True. But I don't really understand the parents, though.
Yeah.
The reason why they're not supporting.
Yeah. We would need more backstory. Like, why not?
Yeah, because I understand that if my parents were not supporting me, it would probably feel worse.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm very close to my family, so I kind of want...
If your parents were like, we really don't want you to go, you probably wouldn't have come.
No. If they really thought it was a bad idea, it would probably affected me.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Because you're very close with your family.
Oh, yeah.
So it makes sense.
But
they also are just so like, we want our kids to be...
having fun.
Yeah.
No, but they are. They want us to try what we want to try.
Yeah.
So...
Your dad is like the funniest person ever.
He's very funny.
He just goes along with you three girls and just like he's along for the ride.
Yeah, poor him. He's been to a lot of shopping. They were just here.
Yeah, we didn't say that at all. Her parents ended up coming and visiting for a week, like a couple weeks ago for Christmas, right before Christmas.
And I think that we went to every shopping mall in the world. In Atlanta or close to Atlanta.
Literally.
Because my mom loves shopping.
She's going to listen to this and be like,
I know.
They're telling on my secrets.
Well, everyone who knows her knows it.
Yeah. So that was like one of the things we talked the most about was this store in Sweden called Ullared. And she loves Ullared.
It's a big. I don't even know what to call it.
We can't figure out what would be the American comparison.
No, it's like a Costco.
Walmart.
And like every mall together.
Clothing. It's just they sell literally everything.
Yeah, and it's big.
Crazy.
But yeah, so
I'd say to you, just go for it. Be nervous. You can be nervous. Feel your feelings.
Yeah.
And just keep going.
I think not have too much expectations though.
Yeah.
Because I think people have a lot of expectations. And you can only like feel like, do you understand what I mean?
Yes.
Like, you can only get disappointed
exactly.
if you have too much.
That is the Scandinavian way. We have low expectations.
And
so when anything good happens, we're super happy.
Is that a Scandinavian thing?
It is a Scandinavian thing.
Oh.
That's like the way, like when they do polls on what countries are the happiest, it's always like Denmark, Sweden, Norway. Because they're like, we don't care. Like, life's gonna suck. And so like when anything good happens, they're like, yeah, well, I'm happy now.
Yeah. But I mean, because I don't think it is really how you think it is sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, it's not all like how you see on TikToks and see on videos and stuff. Because people obviously shows the good, fun things.
Yeah.
And it's not like that all the time.
Which I feel like I'm a little nervous for this podcast to be out there and us to be on social media because I'm like, we have such a unique, I think, dynamic. Yeah. I don't think it's very common that you're going to be as close.
No.
Like, I think a lot of people consider it a working relationship, and we consider it more of like a familial aspect.
Very true. But hopefully someone listens to this and wants to better.
Hopefully there's better families that want to get involved after this.
Yeah, I really hope so.
Because I think there's a lot of good families. There's a lot of really good au pairs, but I think that there's like a need for more good families.
Yeah, I'm so happy every time I find a friend that's like, oh, I really like my family. I'm like,
because it's very rare.
It's not that rare that they like them.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of crazy families and au pairs.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, I'm so happy you found someone that is good.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's basically what I have to say, I think.
Good. Okay. Should we sign us off for the day?
Okay. Hello.